Do you think you've shuffled or you've tested your combinations in those two practice games?
Yeah, we have. We played 3 games against Australia and we won the series 2-1, and in the last game we tried a few things. In the last 2 games against England, it was about giving everyone an opportunity in these conditions, so perhaps we didn't play necessarily our strongest lineup in both those games. We wanted girls who hadn't had a bat over here to get out in the middle, and the same with the ball. So in saying that, all 15 players here that we have could play any game, so all 15 of us are ready to go. And playing the turning ball on turning wickets is always something New Zealand teams don't deal with at home, so coming over here to these conditions is always a challenge. But we did have a tour here last year against India and we adapted well, and I think we've got the game plan now to play well in these conditions, and we've got a really experienced batting lineup, which is one of our strengths. Our top 7 have played a lot of cricket, and our bowling group have been really successful as a unit, and although some of them are young, they've been really successful at this level. The likes of Lee Kasparek hasn't played many games but taken a lot of wickets. Leah Tahuhu's coming on really strong, and Morna Nielsen's been one of the best bowlers in 2020 cricket.
Particularly any batsman movement for you? I mean, who the key batsman for you? You're inputting yourself.
You can't look past Sophie Devine in this format. She can hit the ball further than anyone in the game, and she's such an explosive player. We just love having her on our side. And Rachel Priest, although she would admit that recently she hasn't been in the form she'd like, she scored a heap of runs last summer against Sri Lanka and India, and I know it'll only take one innings for her to be really explosive again in this format.
Would you call yourself favourites given that Sri Lanka has never beaten you across formats in international games?
Yeah, I'd like to say going into tomorrow that we are favourites to win, but I know 2020 is a really fickle game, and Sri Lanka in these conditions play really good cricket, and they've got some really good players, the likes of Atapatu, who performed well against us at home, and these are her conditions that suit her as well. So we're under no illusion that tomorrow is going to be a challenge, and we back ourselves to win, but we'll be ready for Sri Lanka to step up.
How different and challenging you find Indian conditions, considering the fact that conditions in New Zealand are totally different than here?
Yeah, the heat, for one thing, is a bit of a change, although it's not as hot here as it was in Chennai. We battled a bit that first game. So yeah, the heat and dealing with that is one thing, but the wickets, to be fair, I think play reasonably well, and especially in 2020 cricket don't change too much, so it is just getting used to, if they are turning or a bit slow, what shots we can and can't play. But the outfields, you get reward for your shots, so we can play our natural game, we don't have to change too much.
When did you last play against India? Did you play last against
Yeah, last year in July. Yeah.
What was the result? I think India won.
India won the 1 days, and I think we won the 2020 2-1. Yeah.
One bad match can actually end your chances, and you don't have time to bounce back and have a second chance. So would you like to say something on that?
Yeah, every game is a knockout game almost in our minds, and the last World Cup in Bangladesh we only lost 1 game and missed out on the semis because of run rate. So we've learnt from that and understand that every game, regardless of who you're playing or if you're in a winning position, every run counts, and so that's how we're going to play this tournament. And it's not just about winning, it's about winning as well as you can.
How would you rate your fielding and how you've been in the last 2 practice games? What do you think of your fielding?
I think it's improved. We have really tried to pick a strong fielding side and pick athletic girls that can get around the boundary quick, and I know since the first 2020 game against Australia we've made some massive improvements just in terms of little things. So I think we're one of the best fielding sides in the competition. Obviously you have to perform on the day still, but I am pretty pleased with the lineup we've got.
Great in Martin Crowe. So your thoughts on that, and how do you in a way, do you look at this tournament as a tribute to him from your teams?
Yeah, we were able to recognise Martin in one of the games against Australia, and he was a legend of the New Zealand game, and it's always sad losing someone like that, and he was a massive inspiration for cricketers growing up in New Zealand. I know a lot of the girls had a little bit to do with him. He coached females and males back home, and I'm sure we'll draw an inspiration from him, and also the passing of Mike Shrimpton, who's been involved in the White Ferns a few years. That was last year, but he was also a massive influence on the team. So, you know, we've got a lot of people that have helped with this group, so we'll be playing for more than just ourselves in the next few weeks.